Testing. Just get set up here. I've decided to do live commentary on this game because I think I play better when I talk about what I'm doing. So we're going to do that. It'll help ensure that I keep talking for content as well as for the game. So this is the tournament quarterfinals. Draenei, Blood Elf, Dwarf, Tauren. We are all required to take a tier 1 replacement as our upgrade. That is the condition, which means we have 3 choices: Rage Totem, Geomancy, and Fade Walkers. Now Draenei has some buffs. Who are our side lanes? Dwarf has buffs. Let's try this out. I think that might be good. Okay, so we're very much the fish in the pond here. Let's try to discover what their upgrades are. Alkanai Priest, I believe, is a replacement unit for Draenei. It is. And it's a strong one, as I recall. I was a little more afraid of the Initiates, I'm not gonna lie, but still not to be underestimated. And here we know the Engineers are the replacement there. I think the buff disabling is going to be strong, especially with all the wizard replacements. Seems like the way to go. I think I'm going to tier 2 middle. He might have upgraded me. We have to check. You have to be wary, especially being the new player in these games. Like, you might look appetizing, so just be wary. That said, at the same time, the last thing I want to do is not play my game. So I'm going to play my game, and if I die playing my game, then I'll have no regrets. In my game, say it's actually about time to get an armor upgrade. Okay, I'm deafened there, so I won't be able to hear them. Another reason I have to keep talking. I'm looking for control of middle, so longevity on my units is a big priority for me. I'm also about to be attacked here, so it was a bit early for that armor upgrade because we're actually going to have a wave spawn about here, but it actually might make the wave last long enough so that I get a decent spawn here. Or I might screw it over. We'll see. Okay, that's probably on us. So now we actually have to just save for tier 2. Might have to use a tier 1 spell. I'm not sure about this wave, man. This armor upgrade might have screwed me. Okay. We just have to tier 2 this side somewhat soon. We get a decent spawn here, actually. That's incredible. This actually isn't a terrible time to get an income upgrade because we're about to be pushing this way, and we are pushed over here, as well as we're doing decently in middle, so I'm feeling pretty good about things. I want to get some of these cheap melee upgrades very quickly here, as soon as we get this level 2. This is a bit greedy, but honestly, I'm a greedy player. So if that's what gets me out of the tournament, then you live and learn. It's amazing how he has 3 fucking melee upgrades. Are they just cheap? They probably are. Because he has tier 2 on both sides, don't forget. I'm going to take some damage here, and that's fine. And we'll upgrade this. Okay, he captured a neutral building. Is it on my side? Doesn't look like it. Which is interesting because I actually have that gold mine over there. So we're just going to target fire things. Oh, it's just the next neutral building on that side. This would be a bad time to get an armor upgrade. He's pushing into me. So it's time to get those melee upgrades I've been looking for. I'm actually pushing to middle right now, which is pretty nice. That wave is going to be pretty terrifying for him to deal with, I imagine. We're almost at the point where we need an armor upgrade, but we're actually pretty far out from it. We're actually far enough out that I think we can afford to get our next level of income. He has no income so far. This is one nice thing about playing an early game race like Tauren, is you can actually get away with doing shit like this. We just have to make sure that we heal this barracks on cooldown. Is anybody level 2 mid besides me? Yeah, Dwarf is. That's fine. Still have to keep an eye out for if he's going to tier 2 here. I thought he would by now. We could actually go for superiority here, re-push into him with tier 2 upgrade, and actually capture this gold mine. That actually sounds good to me. But at the same time, I need to get another armor upgrade. Kyrion's pushing the unit upgrades here. It's kind of a pain in the ass. The armor is not bad though. It'll help me maintain supremacy in mid, while also starting to match Kyrion in upgrades here. The biggest problem with it is that it's going to build this bottom wave up a little bit. But what we can do to supplement that is get Spiritism, or just get tier 2 here. Yeah, like we were saying, I think tier 2 is not bad here. Tier 3 middle to put pressure here is not a bad option either. Some strong shit carry in. Maybe we should be focusing the mages. My tier 1 spell here. No, I don't think I need it. I'm gonna let this push in, because answering it with tier 2 is probably best. Lets me spend my gold a little bit faster, which is useful for matching Carrion's upgrades here. Now is the time, though. And I think I want to fit in one level of ranged upgrades here, just so our towers and ranged units can start hitting a bit harder. It's definitely something I want. Probably save for Fortress after this, though. It's a lot of shit I need to get. Get a decent spawn here. Yeah, I think it's time. He's been holding these neutrals for a long time, but I don't think I care about that. I've captured this neutral. Building armor, not terrible. If he pushes tier 3 on me right now, it could be a nice answer. Okay, nobody's tier 3 middle yet. Blood Elf has mana shield. Big fan of Pulverize, big fan of melee upgrades. Big fan of Proof of Strength, but I think not right now. That one will scale a little better. Let's see how he answers here. Probably tier 2. Level 1 base, level 3 income. Because he's Dwarf. Finally putting some pressure on Dwarf is actually good. This actually seems like an amazing time to get income. Blood Elf hero in middle? Maybe not middle. Things are actually going very well. Honestly, Tauren was a good race to pull for me, because they're an early game race, which means they supplement my natural greediness, and they're strong enough in the late game that I think we can ensure a top 2 finish if we just play well. So, I'm liking this idea. Really don't have to do much to finish top 2 if that's your real aim. Like, I'm not necessarily looking to win, right? Okay, I'm getting pushed in here. 3-2. Does he have melee upgrades? He does. He's now 3-3. Got ourselves some 5-3 Tauren boys. Kind of want magic. It'll make our tier 3 pushes much stronger too. because it'll give our Wyverns the full 6 attack upgrades. It is very expensive, but sometimes you gotta pay for nice things. I also kind of want to tier 3 middle. I reclaim supremacy there. Maybe I start with Spiritism. Let's do it. This way, when we upgrade middle to tier 3, our air units will have superiority. This wave looks like it's building to a somewhat scary level, honestly. And it'll answer the level that we're going to have to answer with either a hero or a barracks tier. Now this is where playstyle comes into it a lot. I think I want to go for the tier 3 barracks if I have the money for it. I just think of it as a better long-term answer than a hero at this stage of the game. So I'm just going to save at this point. Maybe hope that Impale gets me some gold here. How are we doing up here? He tier 3'd on me? Ooh, that is uncomfortable. I think we're going to go for Brilliance Aura. Tier 2 spells is the other good way to bail us out of shit. This actually might be a... Oh, we actually get the barracks upgrade right on a good spawn. It's actually pretty incredible. Then the next wave will come out sooner, which means our barracks is tanking less. And now he has to answer our tier 3. I mean, I just love this answer in general. Unfortunately, Kyrian does too. So, this is not a good time to get armor upgrades. Kyrian's wave is going to be scary. How do we want to deal with it? Now's not a bad time for Pulverize. I imagine that wave is going to build for a little while. We might actually get the full Pulverize upgrade before it hits. Or it'll smack me in the bitch face early. Okay, it's time to save. This might be our first hero spawn is against Kyrian up here. Probably is. He might start getting armor upgrades. Which means I need some building fucking upgrades. If he starts getting armor upgrades right now, we might be in real fucking bad shape, boys. Like, I imagine we're just gonna send a tank hero. The tank hero is the... Fuck. I really don't want to deal with that hero. He's not actually going to do any damage to Kyrian. He's just going to answer this. That's all I wanted to do. Getting some experience on it isn't bad. It'll make her a stronger, much stronger later. Gotta wait for the next wave. Target the air units so that our hero doesn't push out too far from the wave. And now we can back it up with the tier 3 or go tier 3 middle. I'm a greedy motherfucker, man. What can I say? I think our hero will be enough to hold this off for a little while. We have max income, so we'll still have some incoming flow of cash on top of the fact that this wave is hitting me, so. Your income when you're getting attacked is actually massive, and that's something I think people underestimate. Might as well use the strength of the hero to just supplement that lane for a little while. It's not a bad time to get an armor upgrade either, actually. It's about the last second we could get that. We have our Pulverize level 2. Depending on how he answers, we might start Proof of Strength. He's answering with tier 3. I'm actually going to start Pulverize. I kind of want Indomitable Will. This is an exponential upgrade, which means starting it early has insane benefits. For those of you who don't know what I mean 10% to block 10 damage, blocks an average of 1 damage, 20 to block 20, blocks an average of 4, 30 to block 30, blocks an average of 9, and obviously 40 to block 40, 16, and it would go exponentially from there. So starting this early, so you can start the later researches, which are actually worth your time, is very, very good. So we got tier 3 middle, but unfortunately Dwarf went hero. It might be to our benefit to actually, what are Dwarf's unit upgrades? 4-3? Or 5-4? It might be to our benefit to actually send out a hero that way. Pretty soon. So honestly, Indomitable Will upgrade should take priority over armor upgrades for you, if you're considering either, unless it's when you're getting pushed in my opinion. Because you really want to get to that 30% to block 30 damage very quickly. No hero here, but it's all fine and dandy. Tier 4 middles, honestly, it seems like a luxury, but it really isn't. Tier 4 waves can actually flank off and defend other lands, so. But what I want to do right now is get an armor upgrade. It's too good for our middle and top control for us to actually worry about the fact that it's going to make the bottom push scarier on us. We just need help in the longevity department right now. This is a melee hero, so don't expect too much damage. Ranged heroes are really the ones that do damage to bases, and he's already pretty low, so. I feel good about finishing off the Pulverize upgrades here. It might just be good to keep spamming armor upgrades now, though. It somewhat justifies it bottom lane, because it stalls out till we get the tankiest units possible. This is a weird case where we took it for this push to do a little bit more damage than 0, and for mid control to not be a hopeless stream. But we're also hoping that we can justify it down here. If I could fit in one more armor upgrade before the wave hits, I think it would justify it. Wait, no, this is our level 6 armor. Shit. Then maybe we fit in some tower upgrades. Maybe a hero. Oh, we send the champion down this way. How's Kyrian answering? Very fucking well. Dude, he's so good. Okay, we're gonna defend with the champion here. Actually, we're gonna defend with the chieftain. I'm actually gonna fire that out early. Ranged upgrades just make infinite sense at this moment. This wave is pushing in, it's scary as fuck. Oh yeah, it's tier 3 and I'm still tier 2 up there. It's time to pay attention to Kyrian. Actually, we may have to cancel this. We actually do have to cancel it. I don't think we're going to get enough gold here. Give me gold, give me gold. I'll focus on the same things to get me gold faster so I can get tier 2, tier 3 up here. My Windrakes are 6/6, but they need to be spawned very, very soon. Like within the next 30 seconds. Come on, focus shit down. Thank you. Okay, we're out. Probably have to summon a little bit more. Now I think we're out of that pickle. How's our hero doing? Poorly. We could justify tier 4 middle here. Let's see how quickly we can get it. Let's also see how he replies to this. It is just a melee hero, but it is a bit high level. So, okay, he answers with melee hero. That is the answer we wanted to see. It's time to get tier 4 middle. As I said, the tier 4 wave is so big that it spreads to these lanes to defend them pretty easily. On top of being just a strong economic option, one that might keep Bovan alive. Like, that is just a slam dunk decision. Okay. Spawns a hero that way too. Hopefully it doesn't RNG its way over this way. What's his answer here? He's level 3, level 3, level 3. We could use this. We could also use this. There's a lot of shit we need. We could hero to answer this, and that would be the safe play. We could also tier 4 to answer this. Since it's a melee hero, I'm going to go for a tier 4 to answer. Tier 4 with proof of strength? I think that just makes sense too. Okay, Earthkeeper died in middle, but we are now tier 4 in middle. If we don't have the gold, we'll just hero. Doesn't look like we'll have it. But it also looks like the spawn is shitty. Which means this is going to be expensive. That was probably a bit too expensive. He's level 4. And we just save for tier 4 top and a hero top. And we just don't get upgrades for quite a while. Let's take a look at where we're at. We're going to fall behind on that soon. It would be amazing if I could push attack upgrades to buff that wave down there, but I just can't. I have to respect this a lot. This is typically the point in the game where I would die, is this wave. So we're going to try not dying to it and see how that goes. I imagine it's going to go better. Because I would overinvest into taking this barracks out. We're already pressuring the dwarves. I mean, not really feeling the pressure to make that scarier than it is. Bolvar being a ranged hero is doing some fucking work to that barracks, though, I'll tell you that. We're gonna get in time. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. We got it in time. Holy mother of fuck. If we could spawn the chieftain here, that would be amazing. It's pretty close. Uncomfortably close. Now I need to buy ultimate weapon because I don't want my barracks to die. Kyrian, please don't snipe my barracks, not right now at least. I need to get the ultimate weapon that will protect me from you. Is that a fucking special unit? I think he thinks I overreacted last time and sent 2 heroes to take advantage. I did overreact, but it was an intentional overreaction. It almost cost me my top barracks, though. So that wasn't ideal. Gotta experiment, though. Gotta take some risks. That one didn't really go that well. Let's see if we can find a fucking hero in this pile. That'll keep him off my barracks. Let's get our poison. Start getting higher levels of Indomitable Will. Melee. Earth Embrace. Let's get that. Level 4 everywhere. Let's kill that. Nice. Strong. Oh, I had to get ultimate weapon, so my buildings don't die. It's not bad to see what's going on, too. Now should be about the time when I'm getting my tier 3 base. How are we on research? We're horridly behind. That should actually be that. I really need to get tier 3 base. Mostly people are going to have ultimate weapon at this point. They'll be able to see that I don't have tier 3 base. So I need to answer that question now. Is that the dwarf upgrade? No, he has engineers. And we need to save money for a little bit, because we're going to have to answer a lot of questions soon about our base and its longevity. So this question, we have the chieftain, who is well leveled. To this question, oh, that's a tougher question. There's Fat Helga. Still imagine chieftain is necessary for this. The question is what we're going to answer this with. Maybe Earthkeeper. I actually think it's going to be easier to kill Kyrian as a Draenei player than it is to kill the Dwarf player. And I want to secure top 2, so it's nothing personal. It's all business. Let's keep it professional. If nothing else, it puts a little bit of pressure on the guy I can't really put pressure on. I need Indomitable Will. Oh, his special unit is out. Longevity is at a premium when you're missing a barracks. You want those waves to last a little bit longer. Because it's all about buying time, it's no longer about winning. We need to answer this with a hero. So at this point, we're saving for a hero. Not a particularly good spawn. This will be a little pricier than I want it to be. Oh. Maybe Dwarf is breakable. Oh, what a funny game. Kind of want to send a hero to stop his units from fucking with my push.